Hi, hello. So I thought today would be a good day to kind of officially start this new business of mine. Maybe it'll be a business, maybe it won't ever turn into anything, but it's something that my guides have encouraged me, kicked me to start doing. So basically, what this is going to be is I'm just going to be talking about what I know. No paywall, you don't have to join anything for this information. It's just everything that I know and everything that I've, kind of gone through trial and error. And yeah, so welcome in. I want to talk a little bit because the day that I'm filming today is a new moon in Sagittarius. Setting intentions, manifesting, that whole thing. And I haven't really been able to figure out where I want to start with what I want to know. But here's something that I think will actually be helpful to a lot of you. So we know with manifesting, right? The gurus are always telling us be specific, be very clear on what exactly it is that you want, right? And so a lot of us, when we first come into the idea that we can have whatever we want through magic, through manifesting, is we're like, oh, okay, well, I want a lot of money and I want a career that, makes me feel good. Or maybe I don't want a career. Maybe I just want to be a philanthropist and I just want to have money. I want to be married and I want a ton of kids, or I don't want to be married and I, just want my little side piece, pool boy, pool girl shenanigans. And I want to walk around, my castle with a feather boa, whatever your thing is. But the thing with that is great, but those are very vague things, right? So, but when we really sit down and think about, really and truly, when you really sit and think about, what is it that I want? What is it that my soul wants? Aside from a lot of money, aside from an easy life or a luxurious life, what do I really want? Understanding you can have whatever you want. And there's a feeling of overwhelm that can come with that, right? And the more you sit with that, the more you might not be sure, or you might be like, I don't know. I don't know, man. If that's you, if you're feeling like I don't really know and I am lost. I'm in a place in my life where I'm lost, man. I need some guidance. Well, I'm going to give you my blueprint. When I got really into the concept of astrology, I found out about these 5 placements, which is your North Node, your South Node, your Chiron, your Lilith, and your Saturn. This is going to be your blueprint for helping you to figure out who you are, where you're meant to be going, and what your soul mission is, what you need to heal, and what your greatest challenge is in this lifetime. I was going to use the whiteboard for this, but I don't think anybody would be into that. So your North Node is your destiny. Your South Node is your past life karma, what you're here to leave behind. Now, your Chiron is your greatest wound, and it's what you are here to heal and then turn around and teach. This is your soul mission, okay? Your destiny, your North Node, that's something you do for you to conquer for you, okay? And you can turn around and teach that if you want to. But your Chiron, that's the big one, okay? Chiron is the wounded healer. This is your greatest wound that is going to be a bitch to heal. But once you do, it's time for you to turn around and teach others how to heal this wound, okay? Next, we move into your Lilith, which is your personal big shadow work for this lifetime, okay? Then we move on to your Saturn. And I should say, I'm not an astrologer. This is just stuff that I have come to understand and realize were really important for me, for my evolution. So when I was newly on the scene of Twin Flames with El Jefe and didn't really know what that was going on, I just knew something was up. and I needed direction while we were in separation because I was codependent and dying without him, right? This is what helped me get centered and focused and realize that I was here for a bigger purpose than just getting married and having babies, which we're here now. But it took 5 years of work and up-leveling and evolution and all sorts of things for us to get here. And this is how I've been able to do that, was I leaned into these 5 specific points in my own chart, okay? So, North Node, destiny. South Node, past life karma, what you're here to leave behind. Your Chiron, what you're here to heal and turn around and teach. Your Lilith is your own personal shadow work, specific to you, that needs to be healed, okay? And your Saturn. We love Daddy Saturn. No, we don't. He's a jerk. But he's the teacher, right? He's also known as Father Time. He is the ruler of Capricorn. Capricorn stelliums. We know. We know. Anyway, so listen. You master your Saturn placement, you master life. Your Saturn placement is the toughest thing that you have to overcome in this life. And it's different for all of us depending on your chart. But you master that ish, you've mastered life. Because once you get that out of the way and a part of, and your routine incorporates whatever that blockage is, that obstacle is for you, and you integrate that as just a part of your life, and this is something I'm going to have to battle my way through, but I'm going to do it every single day. You do that, you master life, okay? So, what I want you to do, if you're like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Brie, I want you to go on Google, and I want you to type in free birth chart, okay? Astro Cafe, I believe, is the main one that everybody uses, or Cafe Astrology, something like that. And I want you to look at not only, because it'll give you a list and it'll say North Node Aries, so many degrees in whatever house. Pay attention to the houses. That is not something I paid attention to, and I've wasted a hell of a lot of time focusing on the wrong thing, okay? So, for example, my North Node is in Aries, and I was like, great, I'm meant to be a leader. Didn't look at what house it's in. Fast forward 5 years when my life friggin' fell apart. And I was like, you know what? Let me check the house that's in. Yeah. I shot myself in the foot by not paying attention to the houses. Okay. Learn from Mama Starseed. Pay attention to the houses. So, for example, my Chiron is in Gemini. And if you know me, you know how we feel about Gemini. So, it's in Gemini in my 4th house. The house of siblings. Okay? So when I looked that up, my greatest wound in life, and I've known this for a while, even without looking at this placement, but my greatest wound in life is not being a priority and feeling like I am replaceable and that I am replaced, that I have been replaced, or I'm going to be replaced. This is my central core wound at all times in all facets. That I'm not good enough, that I'm replaceable, that I'm forgettable, that I'm invisible, and I'm not a priority. My greatest wound. That greatest wound originated when my brother was born.